Under the majestic branches of an ancient tree that seemed to embrace the entire forest, Grandfather Eris sat surrounded by children. The soft light of the setting sun danced on the leaves, while the magical cat Deliam, with an air of importance, sat beside him, holding an old, ornate key. "Grandfather Eris," began Lisa, looking curiously at the key in Deliam's paws, "what is this key? It looks so mysterious." Eris smiled and said, "This key is special. It opens the 7 gates. Each gate holds a secret that can change your life. Would you like to hear the story of a boy who found his key and unlocked all the secrets?" "Yes, please," the children shouted in unison, leaning in closer. Under the majestic branches of an ancient tree that seemed to embrace the entire forest, Grandfather Eris sat surrounded by children. The soft light of the setting sun danced on the leaves, while the magical cat Deliam, with an air of importance, sat beside him, holding an old, ornate key. "Grandfather Eris," began Lisa, looking curiously at the key in Deliam's paws, "what is this key? It looks so mysterious." Eris smiled and said, "This key is special. It opens the 7 gates. Each gate holds a secret that can change your life. Would you like to hear the story of a boy who found his..." Each gate tested Kai, teaching him a vital lesson. The gate of courage, "You must be brave." Kai faced a shadow that mirrored his fears. To pass, he had to walk straight toward it, looking it in the eyes. His bravery opened the first gate. The gate of patience, "Do not rush." Here, Kai had to solve a riddle by watching the stars' movement. He realized haste blinded him to the truth, and patience unlocked the second gate. The gate of respect, "Listen and understand." Kai met an old man who shared stories of life. By listening attentively and asking thoughtful questions, he learned that respect for others opens paths to knowledge. The children listened with bated breath. Tommy asked, "Can we find such a key, too?" "Of course," Eris replied. "But your keys are already with you. They lie in your actions and your heart. All you need to do is start using them." Deliam purred and added, "Meow. And remember, each of you can open your own 7 gates. Believe in yourself." The children returned home filled with inspiration. Lisa decided to help her younger brother with his homework, Tommy patiently worked on building a wooden birdhouse, and Anna began writing down her dreams and the steps to achieve them. Grandfather Eris smiled as he watched the children walk away and said, "One day, each of them will find their own shimmering lake, and their keys will shine brighter than the stars." The magical cat Deliam softly purred, tucking the old key back into his little chest, ready for the next story. In a small town at the foot of towering mountains lived a little girl named Sophie. She was tiny, smaller than all her friends, but she had the biggest dreams. Sophie wanted to travel the world, study the stars, and one day open a library where everyone could find answers to their questions. But her family lived modestly. Sophie's parents worked day and night to pay off a loan for their house. Whenever Sophie talked about her dreams, her mom would smile sadly and say, "Sophie, you're so clever, but right now, we have to focus on making ends meet." One evening, as Sophie sat by the window, feeling downhearted, an unusual visitor appeared, a squirrel with a snowy white tail and eyes that sparkled like stars. "Are you Sophie?" the squirrel asked. "Yes," Sophie replied in surprise, "I am Finny the squirrel. I can help you achieve your dreams and even help your parents. But you have to be ready to learn and work hard. Do you agree?" "Yes, of course," Sophie exclaimed with excitement. Finny began teaching Sophie the rules of financial wisdom. Track every penny, even the wealthiest people started small. Get a notebook and write down everything you spend. See where you can save. Take small steps, big dreams are great, but start with small actions. Think about what you can do right now to earn some money. Learn from others. The secret to success is asking questions and listening to advice from those who've already succeeded. Encouraged, Sophie began taking action. She helped neighbors with chores, crafted beautiful handmade greeting cards, and started selling them. Over time, she earned her first few coins. Months passed, and Sophie learned that small actions could lead to big successes. She created a dream fund box where she divided her earnings. Some went toward her dreams, some to help her parents, and some to buy materials for her cards. "You're becoming so wise, Sophie." Finney praised her. One day, Finney brought Sophie an important piece of advice: your parents are spending too much on loan interest. Talk to them about paying it off faster. Sophie shared what she'd learned with her parents. Together, they restructured their budget, cut unnecessary expenses, and began paying off the loan more quickly. Inspired by Sophie's efforts, her parents even started supporting her dreams. Sophie opened a small online shop to sell her cards. She began connecting with new customers, receiving exciting orders, and building relationships. In a few years, she opened her first workshop. With her family's encouragement and Finney's advice, Sophie started hosting art classes, earning even more. Before long, the family was free from debt. Sophie's parents were proud of their daughter, who not only helped them but also discovered her path in life. Sophie looked at her now nearly full dream fund box and smiled. "Finney, you've changed my life. What's next?" "Now your task is to help others," Finney replied. "Remember, Sophie, success isn't about how much you earn but how you use what you have." From that day forward, Sophie not only became successful but also generous, inspiring other children to believe in their dreams, learn, and work toward success step by step.